Hello everyone, my name is Veritas and welcome back to Destiny. The dawning is active, but it happens to be Friday, and that means that the same old is in effect. That being said, Xur, the exotic merchant that shows up on Friday and leaves Sunday morning, he's here for 2 days, 48 hours, he's arrived in the tower, and on Xbox One and PlayStation 4, he's doing this little jig over here by the Vanguard, people, guys. Let's see what he's got. Alright, so, interesting. His stock has changed slightly, and I'm going to go over some fun stuff here. I'm actually going to show you how to make this one exotic shard turn into as many exotic shards as you want. So, stay tuned for that. First things first, he has a Legacy Engram. Moving into Titan, he has a Glass House Helmet. Hunter has the Young Ahamkara's Spine. The Warlock has a Void Fang Vestment, and the weapon this week is the Xalo Supercell. Very good for Arc Burn, which happens to be the modifier in this week's Heroic Strike playlist. Let's go to the Action Xur Helicopter up in the sky. Henry has our stat values for us. As soon as I can open the thing, and then I can click on this tab, and then we can go ahead and have the Action News Helicopter. So Henry, can you give us a rundown?
Yeah, sure, John. In the thing on the glass house, we've got the 91% on that stat roll there, John. Moving over to the Young Ahamkara's Spine, we've got a 98% there, John. Very good. I'd pick those up if I were you. And the Void Fang Vestment there, John, is an 89% stat roll. And as always, weapons don't have stats, John. So that's all I got for you. Back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Henry. How would I? What am I doing with my life? All right. So as he said, we've got a 91, a 98, and an 89. So I'd go ahead and pick up these gauntlets if you didn't have them already. Trip mines did get nerfed relatively recently. They no longer stick to things, and they do reduce damage. But these have shotgun loader and auto rifle loader. So if you need some good gauntlets, you don't have an exotic, and you want something like that, go ahead and pick these up. Just for the fact that they're a good stat roll there for you. The Glass House, I would also recommend picking this up, even though it's only 91%. It's still good. It's still above 90. I would recommend buying really anything that's above 90, 91% or so. Helmet's really good. I really enjoy using this. What it does is the Glass House allows you to be bathed in light. This means blessing and weapons last longer. If you go into a bubble and then you leave the bubble, the blessing from that lasts, I believe, 10 seconds. With this helmet, it lasts 15 seconds. So it's a noticeable difference. Good for DPS. The extra 5 seconds there can be a lifesaver. So go ahead and pick that up if you don't have it for your Titan, or if you don't want it, don't pick it up anyway. This, I told you about what that does. The Void Fang Vestments spawn with full grenade energy. So if you die in Crucible and you come back, you have full grenade energy regardless of subclass. PvE, same thing, being revived, full grenade energy there. You also gain an additional Axiom Bolt Grenade Seeker, which means if you're using Axiom Bolts and you throw it at enemies, it will scan up to 2 of them without this chest piece. With this chest piece, it scans up to 3 and sends out 3 little Seekers there for you to kill 3 things with that Void Grenade. The Xalo Supercell is very good for Arc Burn. Xalo Supercell is the only exotic elemental primary in the game currently for year 2 forward, so it's only one of current light level you can use that has an element, that element being arc damage. Xalo Supercell arc projectiles have a chance to chain lightning when enemies are nearby, so if you shoot into a group of enemies, you're going to get some chain lightning static going around the thing there. Persistence means it grows more accurate the longer you're firing it, and bolts from the blue double kills with this weapon charge a small amount of super energy and return ammo to the magazine. Very good there. This also has a very good looking ornament called Shock Hazard, which you can buy from the Silver Dust kiosk if you so wish to do so. Speaking of ornaments, Xur is no longer selling ornaments because they can be purchased from the ornament kiosk or the Silver Dust vendor kiosk thing up between the Postmaster and Eververse. So if you have Silver Dust, you can buy any ornament you want, flat out, not having to wait for Xur to have it or getting it from a Radiant Treasure. Things like that. Moving down to curios, we have the Plasma Drive, unquote, unquote, and the Emerald Coil, quote, quote, because consistency is #1 here at Bungie. Speaking of these things, these are vehicle upgrades. What these can do, you can buy a rare quality Sparrow from the Vanguard or Crucible Quartermasters, apply these drives or coils to them. They will upgrade them to legendary quality with a blue or green trail respectively. Moving over to Heavy Ammo Synth, he now sells a larger stack of Heavy Ammo Synth, 3 strange coins for 10. I believe it used to be 1 strange coin for 3, so this is a much better translation. I think that's what it used to be. I don't really remember, actually. I'll have to look at that. I don't fucking care. I don't need them. Heavy ammo synth can be used while in combat to fully refill your heavy ammo supply, or they can be traded to faction vendors for faction reputation. I believe it takes 100 heavy ammo synth to get 1 level, so that is, what is that? 30 strange coins, so it's the same, I think, as it used to be. It might actually be a little bit cheaper now. I think it's actually cheaper now, but yeah, so with the exotic class item as well, that goes down to about 85, 90, so always save yourself there. Moving over to 3 of coins, these cost 7 coins, you get 5 of them, and they're called 3 of coins because confusion is the #1 priority here at Bungie. These are of a stackable effect, and what that means is if you have a 3 of coins active, which you can see I do not, go into your inventory when you have a 3 of coins, activate it, and now have exotic particles. This gives you a basic 5% buff. That's how I like to explain it. So now, go kill an Ultra, which is a named enemy, or a Crucible match completion, so go complete a Crucible match. This exotic particles buff will be spent, it will be consumed, and you have a chance for an exotic engram to drop or be gifted to you in the post-game thing. If you don't get one, use another 3 of coins after that effect has been burned. You now have a 10% chance of getting an exotic for the same thing. Ultra kill, Crucible match completion. If you don't get one, use another 3 of coins. 15% chance. That's how I like to explain it. It's not exactly 5, 10, 15, and so on, but that's how I like to explain it to people. Moving into glass needles. These are slivers of glassy material, and they can alter the flow of time around them. What that means is they can be used to alter exotic armors. So say you want to pick up this Void Fang Vestments because you didn't pick up either of the 2 from the last 2 weeks he's been selling the damn thing, and you want to be a better stat roll. So you can go down here to Twist Fate, use glass needles, armor material, and glimmer, and it will twist the fate of this piece of armor. So it will change the stat allocation, so where the stats are here, the amount of stats there are, what the increases are here, what the perks are, and what the armors are over here. So everything shifts. Specifically, Void Fang will always have discipline as it is a grenade-based chess piece. Most exotics have a base thing. I believe Helm of Glass House over here always has intellect because it is a super chess piece, and I believe Young Ahamkar's Spine always has discipline because it is a grenade helmet gauntlet. Things like that. So just be wary of that. Some things can't get everything, so just be mindful. The mode of light transfer thing down here is the worst conversion rate in Destiny, as far as I know, unless they've changed it, but still don't do it. And speaking about exotic shards, 7 strange coins for 1 shard is a bit expensive, bit pricey, bit meh, you know, bit whatever. So I'm going to show you how to make this one. Oh, also, it's not a hold down A, it's a tap A. I'm glad I had enough strange coins to purchase that. So we have 1 exotic shard, okay? We have 1 exotic shard. Head over to your weapon blueprint kiosk. If you have been playing Destiny for any amount of time at all, you probably have a collection of year 2 heavy weapons at your disposal. I would gather I believe a Truth Rocket is the easiest one here. I now have a exotic shard, and I'm sure I have enough glimmer for this, so we're going to go ahead and acquire a Truth Rocket launcher with our 1 shard and our 2500 glimmer. Taking that 1 Truth Rocket, we're going to go ahead and equip that bad boy, so smack that on right there, right there, right there. And now we're going to go ahead and pop a heavy ammo telemetry, or a heavy telemetry, which you can buy from the gunsmith for 250, I believe, 250 glimmer. So they're really easy to get. You can also get class items with rocket launcher upgrades. I have, fusion and hand cannon. I probably have a class item that has rocket, but I'm not going to worry about it. So now, with our heavy telemetry active, our Truth Rocket Launcher purchased with our 1 exotic shard, we can go over to our inventory and burn 7 motes of light. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is it 6 or 7? I don't remember. Is it 6? Is it 6 or 7? It's 6. Okay. Now this rocket launcher is technically fully leveled up. It is fully leveled without using any of the things, any of the perks. So now we go ahead and dismantle this puppy. And our 1 exotic shard, using this method, has now turned into 2 exotic shards, with some motes returned to you. So you end up only using 4 motes of light, and you gain an exotic shard back. Repeat as necessary. So you saw when I first did that, I actually had 109 exotic shards. I now have 110 exotic shards. So that is how you duplicate exotic shards. If you want to do that, and you have the motes to do so, and you really need shards, that's how you do it. You're welcome, Internet. Anyway, a lot of people know that trick, but some people returning might not, and exotic shards are very few and far between nowadays, so that's where he is. That's the method for duplicating exotic shards. Enjoy that. It works with any year 2 heavy weapon, I believe, but I would always go with Truth because it takes less as far as I know, or any of the Thunderlord variants also takes 6. I would just go with Truth or a Thunderlord variant. I wouldn't risk it on a sword. But yeah, so that's what he's got, that's where he is, and all that fun stuff. You're welcome for that exotic shard thing. Thanks, world. Anyway, that's gonna be it for me, so thank you guys so much for watching. I hope I didn't miss anything. If I did, I'll leave an annotation somewhere about being like, I'm sorry. If there's no words on the screen right now, I didn't miss anything. So, you know, I'm good peachy. Anyway, I'll see you guys next week for more Xur nonsense. I'll see you on Tuesday for Weekly Reset. I'm streaming Destiny basically every day. Follow me on Twitch, link in the description below. Or follow me on Twitter to know all the other shit that I'm saying right now. Link in the description below. I hope you guys enjoyed. Enjoy your dawning. A couple more videos to come up for that. And until the next video, have a great day, everyone.